we are learning the subject of electromagnetics or electromagnetic field theory. In that, the chapter is uniform plane wave. So we will see here today one of the numerical on that, uniform plane wave. A plane wave in a non-magnetic medium has E is equals to 50 sin in bracket 10 raised to the power 80 plus 2z bracket close AY volt per meter. Find A part, direction of propagation. B part, second, that is lambda, frequency and epsilon r. Third is nothing but magnetic field intensity, that is nothing but the H. So one by one we will see here. So here to find the direction, you can say that is nothing but in which direction my wave is propagating. So here that Z is mentioned. Okay, so we can say, we can assume that in the Z direction my wave is propagating. So you can note down here. So here one of the equation is given, that is nothing but E is equals to 50 sin 10 raised to the power 8t plus 2z. This we need to compare with our standard equation. What is that standard equation? E is equals to E0 sin in bracket 10 raised to the power 8t plus 2z will be as it is. Okay, so in the AE direction you can say standard equation. So here you can assume that is nothing but plus or minus, that is in the Z direction. And what is my omega? So here the magnitude E0 is given as a 50. The omega is given as a 10 raised to the power 8 radians per second. And third is nothing but radians per second. Third is nothing but your the beta, that is nothing but the 2, this one. So in this way 3 parameters are already given. So here the beta Z, that is nothing but A into A beta Z is nothing but minus AZ. Why? Just Z is in the plus or minus direction. So likewise. So first parameter here, in short you can say the direction of propagation. You can note down here the A part, the direction of propagation of a wave is traveling in minus Z direction. Minus Z direction, because that is in EY component. Why we EY component? Just because of this AY. So EY will be there. Okay, and that's why the 2Z, that is nothing but a plus of Z. So plus 1 and minus 1. Likewise you will get as a minus Z direction. So in short you can say A beta is equals to minus AZ direction. Second is nothing but here the lambda, that is nothing but the wavelength you need to calculate. So and we are aware lambda you need to calculate, frequency you need to calculate, and epsilon r you need to calculate. So here we will start. Omega is equals to 10 raised to the power 8, and we know very well omega is nothing but 2 pi f. We are already aware the angular frequency is nothing but 2 pi f. With the help of this formula, so what is my this 10 raised to the power 8 is equals to 2 pi f. So what is my f? Likewise, therefore f is equals to 10 raised to the power 8 divided by 2 pi. So in this way you will get the frequency is nothing but 15.9 megahertz. 15.9 megahertz. Second, you can calculate lambda. Lambda is equals to one of the formula 2 pi by beta. What is the beta here? Beta is nothing but what you can say? Beta is nothing but what is mentioned here? Beta, that you need to calculate. Already we have calculated the lambda, that also you need to calculate. So second formula is related to the beta. Beta is equals to omega root of mu epsilon. So here beta is unknown parameter. So first you need to calculate this one. So 2 pi f, again root of mu into epsilon. So what is my again 2 pi f root of, what is this one? Mu 0 mu r epsilon 0 epsilon and r. Once again mu 0 mu r epsilon 0 epsilon r. So what you need to calculate? 2 pi into what is my beta is you know very well, that is nothing but the 2. So in this way 2 pi by 2. So you will get as a lambda is nothing but 2 will cancel out, and you will get lambda is nothing but the pi. So in this way you can calculate the epsilon r. The third parameter is nothing but epsilon r. So here my beta is 2 pi into f is 10 raised to the power 15.9 10 raised to the power mega is nothing but 10 raised to the power 6, and root of other parameter, that is a 4 pi 10 raised to the power minus 7 into 8.854 10 raised to the power minus 12 into what is given, that is nothing but mu r and epsilon r. What is that? What is mentioned? Epsilon r you need to calculate, will be as it is. Mu r is given as which medium? That is a non-magnetic medium. So here you need to consider that is nothing but 1. So in this way, the unknown parameter in entire equation, that is 2 is equals to so and so, that is epsilon r. So likewise, just keep aside that is epsilon r and other parameters. So you will be able to find with the help of calci, that is nothing but 35.95. So now the third parameter is this beta value, this omega value, this root of mu epsilon, mu and epsilon 0, mu 0, epsilon r, mu r. Likewise, you have calculated relative permeability. Last is nothing but the h you need to calculate. In the third case, how we can calculate? Eta is equals to root of mu by epsilon, and we know very well again mu 0 mu r you can say, and epsilon 0 epsilon r, mu 0 mu r, epsilon 0 epsilon r. Substitute the value here, constant values. So 4 pi 10 raised to the power minus 7 into 1 divided by 8.54 10 raised to the power minus 12 into what is epsilon r? 35.95. So you will get answer. The eta is 62.83 ohm. So here we know very well how you can calculate expression of h. You need to calculate h is equals to E we are having, that is a 50, but later on you need to take h is equals to, you need to compare this magnetic field intensity with the standard electric field intensity, that is nothing but this equation. E is equals to E0, so H0 here will be your the sign of tan in AH direction. Here the AE direction, here is the AH direction. So therefore eta is equals to E0 divided by H0, that is the at the initial. Likewise, if you want H0, so you will be able to find E0 divided by eta. What is my E0? That is a 50. What is my eta? 62.83. So you will get as H0 is equals to 0.79. H0 is equals to 0.79. So what I will do? So let me again clear this point. In the first case we have calculated, that is the direction. Okay. Second, we have calculated with the help of omega. Omega is equals to this one, that is a formula. Second formula is wavelength lambda. Third is nothing but the propagation constant. Okay. And next is nothing but the intrinsic impedance. Okay. Direction, angular frequency, omega is equals to 2 pi f lambda, and the intrinsic. Now last is nothing but the h we have calculated. The second is the direction of, in this only, in the magnetic field intensity, when you have calculated 0.79, that is nothing but ampere per meter. Okay. So here the direction, you need to note on here, the direction of AH is obtained. Why we are talking about the direction? Just because the in above case the electric field direction is mentioned. So we know very well the propagate what we can say, pointing with the help of the pointing theorem, E cross H. So here also AE AH is equals to, in which direction? A beta. What is my AE? In the AY direction. What is my AH? We are going to calculate. What is my A beta? That is in the AZ direction. So therefore AH is equals to what we are getting exactly. So this Y, this Z we are getting as a AX. So in short you can say, finally H is equals to 0.796, that is 0.796 we are getting. Okay. And this 0.796 compare with the standard, that is a sine of 10 raised to the power 80 plus 2Z, which direction? AX direction, unit ampere per meter. So how we are comparing? AH is equals to H0 sine of 10 raised to the power 80 plus 2Z in AH direction. So likewise we are comparing. Okay. So this is the standard equation. Fine. In this way we have calculated this value, this value, okay, this value, this value, this value, and the direction, and the direction. So in this way